What's up, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here with another New York Giants post-game video. As always, I appreciate you taking the time to click on the video. If you could do me a favor, click the thumbs up. It does help the video out. Hit that hype button. I still don't know what the hell it does, but let's see how many hype points we can get. Not that the Giants deserve the hyping, but let's see what we can do for that. And subscribe if you like rants, if you like really shitty football teams. Well, you're on the right place because I root for a really shitty football team and I do a lot of ranting because they absolutely suck. So appreciate you tuning into the video. I'll be honest, man. I say this every post game. I was like, I'm probably not going to yell. I don't plan on yelling. The Giants have just beaten the ever-loving shit out of me emotionally. I really have nothing left. It's like beyond anger. This team is just such a fucking pathetic. I mean, they are just an embarrassment in the NFL. They're absolutely atrocious. You just lost to an 0-4 team. You lost to a team that had the lead for about 4 minutes the entire year. You were up 14-3, and you're going against quarterback that's 0-10 to start his NFL career, and you fucked it all up. Darius Slayton is garbage. Just trash. Just terrible. Malik Neighbors goes out. Slayton had something to say to my buddy on Twitter because, Chris mentioned how good Malik Neighbors was. Didn't even take a shot at Darius Slayton. Just talked about how good Neighbors was. And here it is. Every opportunity for Slayton and Wandale and Hyatt to step up. Slayton drops a pass, should have went for a long yard, fumbles the fucking ball right before the half. That was a huge momentum shift. The Giants had a chance to get at least 3, if not 7, and get the ball to start the second half. Instead, Darius Slayton fumbles the ball. Saints return a pass midfield, and they get the 3 points. The Giants fumble they turn the ball over on 4 straight possessions, constant terrible penalties. The Giants are just a disgusting, gross franchise. It really is. I said this in the live stream, and I'm being dead ass. I don't know that I can cover this team the rest of the year. For the first time in my tenure on YouTube, and we're talking, I go back to 2007 to 2009 and then 2014 to the current. I don't know that I've ever actually given up on a season where I didn't do Giants content through the entire year. This could be the year that I don't get through the whole season. They are a very, very hard team to watch. They are a very difficult team to root for. There are some players on this team I like. I'm not going to kill Jackson Dart, man. Jackson Dart's a rookie. New Orleans is a tough place to play. It's his second game. The fumble he had running the ball, I don't know what the hell that was. It's just shit the Giants do. It's just shit the Giants do. And to think the Saints actually missed 2 field goals in this game is unbelievable. The Giants are such a bad team. They don't execute. Secondary is just, it's awful. It's just terrible. It's a terrible secondary. Newman is just horrendous. Terrible angles, terrible penalties. Adebo looks like total shit. Holland has made no impact. We spent $100 million on the secondary, and we spent draft picks in the secondary, and it's awful. There's not one game changer out there. If you want to take something good out of this game, the offensive line was really good. The pass rush this week was nowhere to be found. After playing incredibly well against 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league, they can't do shit against Spencer Rattler. Tyler Newman with a blown coverage gives up an 87-yard touchdown. Everything the Giants could do to shift the momentum in this game towards the Saints, they did. You could not you couldn't have gift wrapped a loss or a win for another team better than the Giants did today. They gave the Saints the game, just gave it to them. Brian Daboll's done. It's over for him. You might as well make out with Jackson Dart as much as you can because that relationship is done. And I'm not saying because Jackson Dart won't be here next year, Daboll will not. You are now 1-4. Yeah, all the good feelings you had for beating a good Chargers team totally disappeared today with a typical Giants performance that is nothing but disappointment and depression, pathetic in effort, in every which way. Horrible execution and just really stupid football. I mean, that's what they do. Not blaming this on the coaches at all. I don't think the coaches did a bad job. The players, this is squarely on their shoulders. It was just a really shitty performance. Drops, fumbles, interceptions, false starts, penalties, whatever you want to say. It was just awful. They are a depressing football team to root for. Brian Dable will be gone. You look at the next 3 games. It is Philly, Denver, Philly. That is 1-7. Then you got the Niner game that I'll be going to. That's 1-8. So, at the beginning of the year, we talked about how we were hopeful Russ would get us to the bye week, and that is where you would see Jackson Dart start. I think that is where Dable coaches his last game. I believe Brian Dable will be fired during the bye week, and I think it's a long time coming. I think Brian Dable has worn out his welcome. A loss like this to a pathetic Saints team, a really bad Saints team, and you really got your shit kicked in the last 3 quarters of this game where you didn't even look like you were interested in playing a football game. It's just disgusting what this franchise has become. It's embarrassing. And I'm just run out of expletives and words to describe how disappointing I am as a fan. It is a really bad organization to root for. I don't know why people waste their Sundays on this team. I don't know why I waste my Sundays on this team. I don't know why I waste my money on this team. I don't understand. You would think by now I would learn, and I just don't learn. I must be a glutton for punishment or some shit. But they're the worst organization in football, maybe outside of the Jets. I don't know what it is about MetLife Stadium. I don't know what it is about the 2 teams that play there, but we're a combined 1-9. We've both been the worst 2 teams in football since 2017. There's nothing here. The Giants can't ever build any momentum. They can't do it from game to game. They can't do it from quarter to quarter. It's just how the fuck do you go into New Orleans and have a 14-3 lead where you look like you're actually going to run a team out of the building, and then you decide, well, we only had to play the first quarter today. We don't need to show up for the rest of the game today. The Saints suck. You had a chance to put them away. You had a chance to make them quit. And you gift wrapped it with drop passes and fumbles. And penalties. Stupid penalties and blown coverages. The same shit we talk about week in, week out, month in, month out, year in and year out. It never, ever, ever fucking changes. It is the same vicious cycle year in and year out. There is no end in sight. I will never say we've hit rock bottom again because every single motherfucking time I think we can't be worse, we are worse. I went 8.5 minutes before I yelled. That's got to be a record for me. How can you explain this? How can you, as an owner, sell this bullshit product to your fan base and say, we're going to get better? How? How can you look your fans in the face and say, we're going to make it better, when every year it's worse? Every year it's fucking worse. Why? How? All the questions. When, where, if, why, how? It's crazy. MetLife Stadium sucks. But the Giants could play on the fucking moon and they would lose a game. I really don't like this football team. I'm embarrassed. I am totally embarrassed to root for this team. I really am, man. I will never, until they prove to me that they've actually turned it around and they actually can win games, they're actually a good football team. I love to talk shit. I really do. It's a lot of fun. I will never talk shit for this football team again. I will never, ever, ever go into another season optimistic about what this team's going to be. Never. Not going to happen. Not until they have a winning season. I will never pick them to win a football game. I will never pick them to have a fucking winning season. I will never pick anybody on this team to do anything special ever. Not going to happen again. Not till you change my mind. Because every year I get fooled, and that's just the stupid fandom in me that wants so badly to believe that this is the year that they could actually just be competitive. Outside of the first quarter, this team wasn't even fucking competitive in this game. What an absolute joke of a franchise. You motherfucker should be so ashamed of yourself and embarrassed by that performance today. Awful. There's no excuse for that shit show that you just fucking performed in New Orleans. Were we out on Bourbon Street fucking drinking all night? Because they played like they were drunk and hungover. I have nothing else to say. I'm going to go eat some food. I'm going to watch the Yankees lose the rest of their season too. Being a New York sports fan right now is terrible. I say this all the time, and I mean it. I feel so bad for the younger fans that root for New York sports. I feel so bad for you. Being old like I am now, at least I saw it. I will die, and I will say, at least I saw the Giants win 4 Super Bowls. At least I saw the Yankees win 5 World Championships. I can go to my grave and say I saw that. But to my younger fan base that watches me, I am sorry. At least the Yankees are competitive. At least they get to the postseason. At least they win football games. I'm sorry for you guys and girls that have to watch this crap week in and week out and never know anything but terrible football. Sorry. And that's all I got in this video. Thank you for watching. See ya later. Baddog Dizzle. I'm out. Peace.